A video released by the U.S. Coast Guards shows a narco submarine being intercepted. When a Marine patrol aircraft was patrolling near the Pacific coast, they spotted the shadow of a submarine underwater. They immediately reported it to the U.S. Coast Guards, and within minutes, 2 boats and a helicopter reached the spot. In the video, it can be seen that the Coast Guard's crew had come very close to the submarine. But maybe the smugglers inside were not aware of it. Finally, the officers forcefully opened the latch of the submarine and arrested the smugglers inside. This narco submarine had 3,000 kilograms of cocaine, which was being silently brought from South America to the USA. This was one of those 200 narco submarines which authorities have captured from 2006 to 2025. But this is only the one that was caught. Every year, thousands of submarines deliver illegal drugs into the USA, and no one even gets a hit. How do narco submarines work? Why are they difficult to catch? And where are they built? Welcome once again. Drug smuggling is such an activity for which every country, in every era, has created different agencies and tried new methods to catch smugglers. But even after so many efforts, we see that in many countries like the USA and Europe, it has not been stopped 100%. The biggest reason is that big drug cartels always try to stay 2 steps ahead of anti-drug forces. From the beginning, South America has been a hub of illegal drug mafia. The reason is its unique climate, which is perfect for coca plant production. Currently, the highest production of cocaine in the world happens in Colombia. About 90% of cocaine seized in the USA is said to be linked to Colombia. After that comes Peru, and then Bolivia. These 3 are South American countries and are considered the golden triangle of the cocaine industry. Around 99.5% of the world's cocaine is produced in these 3 countries. Now, to transport these drugs from South America to Central America and Europe, different methods have been used. In the 1960s, when strictness was low, people used to carry it in their luggage on normal passenger planes. Then when strictness increased, ships started being used. But because smuggling has very high profit margins, especially if the product is illegal, drug mafias started using small Cessna aircraft in the 1980s. These aircraft were flown from Colombia and landed on small Caribbean islands or secret airstrips in Central American jungles. This was the era when Pablo Escobar's Medellin cartel controlled 80% of the world's cocaine market. But as radar systems improved, authorities started detecting these aircraft. Cartels then shifted to speedboats. These were not normal speedboats, but specially modified with powerful engines. These drug-loaded boats were rushed to Caribbean islands. Before the Coast Guards could detect them, they had already completed their work and returned. But the USA and its allies increased sea patrolling on Caribbean and Pacific coasts and installed advanced radar systems, which made it easier to track these modified speedboats as well. By 1990, major drug routes to the USA via air and sea were almost blocked. And this pressure led to engineering innovation. They needed a technology that could avoid radars, stay hidden from marine patrols, and carry large amounts of drugs. So cartels started building submarines. These submarines were made of fiberglass, which reduced their radar signature. Unlike boats, they could transport 5 to 10 tons of drugs. These narco submarines were so effective that for years, authorities had no idea how drugs were reaching Central America. This secret was exposed in 2006 when the first narco submarine was captured. About 160 kilometers off the Pacific coast of Costa Rica, U.S. Coast Guards were on patrol when they spotted 3 plastic pipes coming out of the water. It was a 50-foot-long submarine made of wood and fiberglass. Authorities had heard about them, but this was the first time they saw one. But where are these submarines built? What facilities do they have? How far can they travel? And why are they sunk in the ocean? From 2006 till now, about 200 submarines have been captured, but many more are believed to have gone undetected. There are 4 types of narco submarines. The first is the low-profile vessel. It stays mostly underwater with only a small part visible. It is about 14 meters long and can carry up to 7.7 tons of cocaine. The second is the Transatlantic semi-sub. It is larger and more advanced, with over 20 meters in length. It has 3 compartments: engine, crew, and cargo. It can carry up to 20,000 liters of fuel and travel long distances like from Brazil to Europe. These submarines do not use GPS. Smugglers rely on a compass. The third is the Snorkel sub. It can fully submerge underwater. Only a snorkel pipe stays above the surface to supply air. It has balance tanks that allow it to dive deeper when needed. No such submarine has ever been caught in action. The fourth and most advanced is the electronic submarine. It is unmanned and powered by batteries. It uses electric motors, making it extremely silent. Even sonar cannot detect it. Its range is about 60 kilometers, so it is often towed by larger ships. When danger appears, it is released and hides underwater. It has never been captured in action. These submarines are built in hidden shipyards deep inside South American jungles. These places are extremely remote and difficult to access. Dense forests prevent detection by satellites, drones, or helicopters. Building one submarine can cost up to $1 million. But since it can carry drugs worth hundreds of millions, the cost doesn't matter. That's why they are used only once. After the mission, smugglers open the valves and sink the submarine to destroy evidence. Even if authorities approach, they may intentionally sink it and escape. Before 2008, U.S. law treated crews as victims if the submarine sank, making prosecution difficult. Although laws changed later, smugglers still use this tactic to avoid evidence. Most narco submarines end up sinking, whether successful or caught. Very few are captured in action. In 2022, a key figure named Moreno Ricardo was arrested. He was known as the king of narco submarines. He was not a smuggler, but a builder and designer of these vessels. He worked for major cartels in Mexico and Colombia. He was arrested in Medellin during a deal. This operation involved Colombia's police, army, and U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. His arrest was a major success. But experts say this is just the tip of the iceberg. Even today, thousands of tons of cocaine are being transported through the oceans. And somewhere in the jungles, new silent unmanned submarines are being developed. As long as demand exists, cartels will keep evolving. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and share. See you in the next video.